This static camera is good.
And now, Bottom Split Theatre.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a Bottom Split Theater. With you, as always, Michael Derby. With me in the booth tonight, Alex Albert and Thomas
Hello.
Ellison. How are we doing tonight?
Good evening, everyone. We are doing just fine here at lovely Laguna Seca in Central California. Ready for another evening of Bottom Split Theatre.
All right, looks like the cars are gridding up right now. Let's go ahead and get that grid to you. Tom, you want to go ahead and do that for us?
Sure, on pole by a good second and a half there, we have Marcelo Guifrey. He's on alongside Christian Trujillo, Jorge Cid in third, John Parker fourth, Jason Smith fifth, Romina Toscanini sixth, Diego Magliano, the number one car, starting seventh. He didn't set his qualifying time. Alvin Crusher in eighth. Watch out for him. Donald Wharton with the ping in 9. Scheifel Ramley in 11th or 10th. It's difficult to tell. He keeps gridding and ungridding. With John Spears on the back row alongside him.
Yeah, I think the marshals are going to let John start 10th by my screen, but I guess we'll find out here in just a minute. Looks like Donald with the 7 cars ping is going to be one of the more interesting aspects of this race.
And it looks like Scheifel Ramley has already disconnected from the race. An early retirement here this evening. Sorry to see him go. It looks like they had a little bit of trouble getting the car to the grid.
Yeah, and a long tow from Asia, from the Asia Club, so hate to see him miss the start here.
And we're on to starters' orders. Cars are revving on the grid. They're keen to get going here. It's like just the 9 cars. One's disappeared at the moment. That's bad.
And the 7 continues to blink. The 8 is back.
That's good.
Revs are up. 7's gone. All right, they're all here. Let's start the race.
It can be difficult getting the pack together. But here we go. And we're away. And immediately number 7 car gets a jump there.
And disappears.
So that's going to be a mystery going to turn 1 here. We don't know where he's going to end up.
Oh. He was seemingly...
He's in the middle of the pack.
There he is. Oh!
Oh! And there was quite a few collisions
Contact there between the number 2 and number 11 car. That's Jason Smith and John Spears coming to blows in the middle of turn 2.
Now the car that started from the pit road is starting to look like a smart man there in the 3 car, I believe.
But up front, we have Christian Trujillo, started second on the grid here. Coming through turn 5, he's looking smooth and in control from White Miata.
Saw an aggressive move there by the 8 car.
8 car who already has a bit of damage on the rear bumper there, courtesy of that turn 2 incident. But he's going down the inside of the number 10 car here, not afraid to put a nose in through one of the fastest corners of the track.
So now as they come up to the most iconic turn on the track.
We're too wide into the corkscrew here. This can only end well. Oh, and the number 10 car chops across the nose of number 8. Clean, brutal, but fair.
Oh, and our leader is really starting to pull away. Second place, keeping an eye on him, but packs are really starting to break up here. Only 1 lap into this race. The 3 car has almost closed down any disadvantage he had from starting on pit road.
That's impressive opening lap from Marcelo Guifrey there. Pulsar chose to start from the pits. Yes, the Pulsar. He's wasted no time getting caught up to the rest of the pack. And coming to turn 1 here, he's right on the back bumper of number 8. That's Romina Toscanini.
looks like these three cars are all pretty evenly matched. It'll be interesting to see how quick the three-car Marcelo can work his way through here.
As he goes a little bit wide through the gravel there, but he lost a lot of time.
This is the battle. This is the battle of the race so far. Number 8 car puts the nose down the inside of turn 5. Toscanini not hanging about here at all. But she's lost a little bit of momentum coming out of 5. And let's give them the 1 car to get alongside.
Here we come to 6. Alright, there's 1 car down. And you get another before the top of the hill. Looks like the 10 car got a bad run out of 6. Oh, there's a crash. The 11 car.
Oh, the 3 gets past the 8 car there on the exit of the corkscrew.
We'll catch a quick replay of that. Yeah, the number 11 went slow through. I'm not sure what happened there. Just watch. Yeah, they looks like the 11 got a little out of control through the kink and careened into the other car. I'm not sure what number that was. That must have been the number 7, unfortunately.
We have a nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the number. That was the number 2 that he got into.
And while you've been away watching that replay, we've had some movement up the front there. Car number 3 of Griffrey has been making the moves on number 8 and number 10 of Toscanini and Parker, respectively. He is now up into 3rd, 6 seconds back from the leaders, and hoping to close the gap quickly. Speaking of the leaders, we've seen Jorge Sid actually close the gap pretty impressively on
Oh, the 8 car just ran wide into the gravel, kept his foot in it, and lost control. Oversteered back across the track into the barriers.
Yeah, that was a big impact there.
Yeah, he's rolling again, but I believe his suspension's broken. It looks like he's having trouble. Yes, he's going to call for a tow truck.
That's Toscanini there. No relation to the famous conductor of the New York's Philharmonic from the mid-50s. Clearly more suited to orchestrating the movements of a racing car. Back up front, who do we have here? We have a tight battle for lead between Trujillo and Sid. As they come through turn 10 there, approaching the final corner, and number 6 car running very wide in his efforts to stay ahead.
Oh, well, I see Jorge with a strong run to the last corner, closing down the gap here.
But who's this behind them?
I think that's Jaws.
Ominous. Oh, and he's made up really 4 seconds on that lap to the 2 leadings.
I think he start from the pit just to make a sporting race of it.
Could we be seeing here an example of sandbagging in the rookie classes? Because the speed differential does not seem suitable to the respective I ratings of these drivers.
Agreed. He's 3+ seconds a lap faster.
Yeah, and he's within 20 I rating of both of these drivers. Maybe
So
he's just an expert here at Laguna Seca.
He could be a specialist. They do, of course, this is the Mazda Raceway of Laguna Seca. They do have a Mazda school here at the track. So it's not surprising this may be one of the instructors, a specialist of the track, of course, and he's certainly putting in the laps at the moment. That said, as he approaches the leaders here, catching is one thing, passing is quite another, as Mario would always say.
And these are steps on the podium. They won't be as easy to take as some of the guys there in the midfield.
Now, this is where the serious money begins in this series. You expect to see these guys fighting hard for this glory.
As we see there with the 4 car, running a little extra wide to protect the look.
Oh, and the 3 car there running straight to the back of the number 4 car. Not quite sure why, but that's maybe just let him know he's there. It's a little tap to let him know that he's there.
I didn't think maybe he appreciated the defensive tactics by the 4 car. Another light contact.
4 car ran wide there onto the grass.
And maybe just to avoid being hit again.
Clear here that Marcelo Griffrey is taking no prisoners and is charged towards the top of the podium.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Jorge Sid could have done differently there. He wasn't holding him up too much. I mean, he was a little defensive in his line, but nowhere near what I would consider a block.
We got that on board on camera, so if you want to go back and check that out on the stream, you can see that.
You're gonna have to get the call here.
It does look like the pack has spread out quite a bit now. The closest race is to the leader from Marcelo Giffrey. He's about a second and a half back. Oh, he's caught up to within a half a second now, so keep an eye on that.
Yeah, it's Trujillo here at the front, really feeling the heat from Giffrey behind him, and I think we might see a similar situation coming down off the corkscrew as we saw the lap before, with potential for some contact here.
Does he have one of those turbo monsters?
This is a master speed, global master. He's going around the outside of turn 10 here. That's a difficult move to make.
It's a bold move. Oh, but he does the over-under. Kind of faked the over, came back with the under.
Christian holds him off, he's on the wrong line. Oh, this is going to be tight here. Does he have enough? I think he has enough to hold him off into the final corner here, but Siska needs to make sure his exit is absolutely perfect here to maintain momentum onto the start-finish straight. That looked a little slow to me. It looked a little sloppy. I think Giffrey here is going to have a chance to get in the slipstream and maybe make a move down into turn 2.
Well, here with 5 to go, we still have a lot of racing time left.
Siska goes defensive into turn 2.
Well, Tom, you're quite... Oh! In the 3 car, it goes for the lead.
3 car gets down the inside. It's a nicely worked move there, the over-under through turn 2, and now I think we'll see Giffrey pull away. That was a brave attempt from Trujillo to hold him up. But in the end, he had nothing. He had nothing for the raw pace of Marcelo Giffrey.
I think we'll be seeing more things from Marcelo in the years to come.
This has certainly been a very impressive drive. If you remember, he was our pole setup. He started from the pit lane in an attempt to avoid any turn 1 shenanigans, which we did see. And still, within 6 laps, he's made it to the lead of the race. That said, he is not stopped pushing. He's running very wide there out of 6 up the hill. And it can be very easy to lose the car out of there. And that's given Trujillo a run now into the corkscrew. Is he going to make a move? I think he's not quite close enough. This race is not over, though.
No. As our leader, a little bit of oversteer there towards the bottom of the hill.
He's pushing hard to lead to mistakes. And this remains to be a fascinating run to the flag here.
And although Jorge Cid earlier did not quite have the pace of these leading cars, he continues to look on only 4 seconds back.
He's kept in check, and it's worth pointing out Diego Magliano as well, the number 1 car in 4th place, has closed the gap to Cid over the last couple of laps. He might be making a late charge towards the podium here.
Eldon Crusher just crushed into the 11. The 11 had a self-spin on the approach to turn 5, got going again, and then I just happened to catch the end of the 5 hitting the 11 in the door, but they were both rolling through turn 6.
Yeah, it looked like the 11 was coming back on track and just turned right into the racing line.
The 11 car there was a lap down at the time. It's not really the behavior you want to see from a car a lap down, to come back onto the racing line in front of the 5 car, but I guess in this discipline of racing, you have to be ready for anything.
And that's what you learn in rookies. Keep your head on a swivel. Be ready for anything. General James Mattis has a saying, have a plan to kill everyone you meet. Well, in rookies, you have to have a plan for how everyone's going to try to kill you.
This is really the ultimate of defensive racing driving. Up the front here, it looks like Giffrey's managed to put a bit of a gap here. After that early aggression, I think we started seeing the leaders settling down. Not too many close battles throughout the pack. Behind them, we have Cid in 3rd place and Magliano in 4th. They're separated by about 2 seconds. If Magliano really starts trying, then I think he can close the gap here and challenge for a podium place.
Yeah, Magliano did just run close to his fastest lap of the race, 1:43.8. That was 2 laps ago. His most recent was a 1:44, but that's still the second or third fastest car on the track at the moment, so behind our leader.
And speaking of our leader, he is catching the lapped car of Romina Toscanini, who, if you remember, had that incident into the wall on the second lap. Pit for repairs, now back out on track. The mechanics did a great job in getting that car back into action. Now, in previous Motorsport theatres, we've seen lapped cars interfering with the lead battle, intentionally or not. They have another car on the racetrack and they need to be avoided and gotten around. I wonder if we'll see something similar in the closing stages of this race.
Well, I think it's always something that you can, you always need to be aware of it in these races, that of where the lap traffic are and how that can impact your race. So I'm sure that Marcelo is thinking about that as he catches these cars towards the back of the pack.
I don't know if Romina will actually come into play here or not. She's lapping about 2.5 seconds a lap slower than Marcelo. So it's possible that this will come into play on the final lap.
So we have 2 to go now.
2 to go at the line here. Christian Trujillo in second place, 2.5 seconds back from the leader. Sid a further 5 seconds back from him. Oh, but there's a spin. There's Sid spinning in the final corner, putting the power down a little too aggressively, and this Mazda likes to get sideways. And this is going to give Magliano a chance to challenge for the final place in the final 2 laps.
I think this is going to be our best race coming to the flag here. Obviously, fans will keep abreast of all the other action and let you know if there's a better battle on track.
The leader is approaching car number 11, John Spears, who's been in the wars consistently throughout this race. His car looks a little wayward at the moment. I don't know if this is going to be a challenge for the lead to get through, but we promise to see some excitement. Oh, and there's another car running very slowly ahead of them. This is going to be a very interesting situation coming up the hill here.
This is the definition of a rolling chicane here for the leader.
Oh, the leader brakes, and now we're 3 wide.
Oh,
the leader goes 3 wide. Oh my god. Oh.
But the 11 car clears quite the path through for the leader, and the lead 2 cars get through without issue.
That was incredible driving there from the 11 car of John Spears. He very much performed the role of the
lead blocker.
The lead blocker there. Just making a run all the way to the end zone, because I know about football. And that I think Marcelo ultimately got lucky there.
And that leaves us with 5 cars left on track. The number 3 of Giffrey, the number 6 of Trulio, the number 4 of Sid, the number 1 of Magliano, and the number 10 of Parker. They're bringing up the rear.
And Sid and Magliano here are separated by only about a second coming into the final lap.
Less than a second.
We have 2 good battles here. The battle for the lead's not as close, quite as close as 3rd and 4th.
I think after that excitement, and we have a spin. Second place is wide, and he's spun.
Oh, will we have a 3-car battle then for second here shortly? Or are they
gathering it up
back? I think they're just going to be too far back.
And now accusations are flying in the chat regarding that incident of the previous lap. Romina Toscanini is not happy with John Spears' driving into the corkscrew there, and who can blame them?
Yes, I probably shouldn't share what he said, but you know, basically he wonders what he was thinking and refers to him as a part of the anatomy.
All right, we're on board with Diego Magliano, who's dropped back to about 1.2 seconds behind Jorge Sid as they go through the corkscrew. Let's keep an eye on him for just a moment.
Yeah, Diego has been pushing hard, but trying to make up to that third place finish. But Jorge has done enough. That said, he's pushing very hard there.
Yeah.
This is not over yet, and he's going to go hard. He's going to go hard
here-
at the final corner. Here we go. This is for the third place position,
It's the last step on the podium, and the one car
and he
outbrakes
brakes hard.
him.
That's a nice
Oh.
move.
That was a very nice line, very tidy.
Kept his braking to the absolute limit there, threshold braking all the way to the apex. Gets the position, and takes the final place on the podium.
What a great finish. I'm sure Jorge Sid is just gutted, but what a great race.
It just reminds you that you have to keep fighting and racing all the way to the very end there. But that was an entertaining race. Marcelo Guthrie took the win after starting from the pit lane. Christian Trujillo was 9.4 seconds behind him at the line. Diego Magliano, we saw with that last corner pass for third place. Jorge Sid fourth, and John Parker finishing fifth. He's the last car on the lead lap. So drama and excitement as usual here at Bottom Split Theatre. What are your thoughts on the race, Alex?
I was just going back to take a look at the lap 7. It was lap 7 for the 11 car. Just what a crazy turn of events right there towards the end of the race. Sometimes we talk about a rolling chicane, but he had 3 cars in front of him form a literal rolling chicane. And then the 11 car just lost his brakes and slammed into the 8 and the 5 at the same time. It was an amazing save by the 5 car, did not crash, and the 3 car continued on to the win. So that was the most exciting moment of the race for me.
Definitely moment of the race there. Might we even call it the punt of the race? I think that would be a leading contender.
I think it's the winner from where I sit.
All right, unless we wrap up.
So yeah, remember on the podium, Marcelo, Christian, and Diego, great finishes, and thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you next Monday.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks, folks, for watching. Good night.
Mahalo.